What's up, homies? Welcome back to the vlog, and I'm just gonna make a vlog today about the 1 year ownership review of my 2019 C63s, the W205. Had the car for about a year now. Actually, I bought it last November, so it's been a little bit over a year, and I thought I'd just give you guys a little bit of a 1 year breakdown of the car, the problems, the goods, the bads, how I've been liking it, what I've been using it for, and if you should buy one. All right, let's start her up. Sounds nice on the startup as usual. I'm gonna try to do a different type of viewpoint today of me talking while driving, so like a driving vlog slash I'm gonna actually just go get coffee, so thought I'd take you guys along for the ride and take you guys along for the 1 year ownership review. I've had the 2019 C63s for about a year and a month now, so about a year review, so I can honestly tell you my thoughts about it and the issues I've had with it and the characteristics of the car, what you're probably looking at for maintenance and whatnot. So I bought the car completely stock last year in November, and when I bought the car, I just drove the car for about 3 or 4 months without any hassle because it was winter time. When I got to springtime, I started experiencing some coolant issues. With more research, I realized that the C63s, the W205s, have a tendency to have their radiators get punctured because Mercedes just makes them very open. So that was one big issue, because the right passenger radiator controls the temperature for the transmission. So what happened was the transmission was overheating. Well, it was climbing in temperature quite a bit, so I had to get that fixed. That was approximately $2,200 Canadian to get fixed with parts, labor, etc. Besides that, the car has had no issues, but there are certain things in this car I wish the car had, and there are certain aspects of this car that I love that I'll tell you guys about. First thing is, I'm gonna get to the things I wish the car had, because they're not that big, but something that maybe could make or break. So the car has Apple CarPlay, but the issue is that Apple CarPlay is not wireless, so the only way to get around that is to get a wireless dongle to put into the USB. The other thing is the car's multimedia system, the actual screen is not touchscreen, so it's controlled through the MMI controls in the middle. Sorry if I'm not phrasing it right, but I think it's called MMI, which is basically the multimedia infotainment system. So those are the two first electronic slash everyday use type of things that you're gonna encounter with this car that probably might annoy you if you're coming from something that has more tech. But the car otherwise is a facelift, so it has the electronic dash, and it has the full upgraded front grille, lighting, etc. Okay, second thing, I didn't like the way the car looked on its stock suspension. I know everyone's not really about getting cars and modding them, but honestly I'm at a point where I'm not either. But what I did was I did H&R lowering springs with 15mm spacers all around on the stock tire sizes. I did put winter tires on it, and the winter tires will allow me to drive 90% of winter in Toronto, because we don't get a lot of snow. What we get is a lot of just dry, cold days. Car does perfectly fine. In the snow, I'm gonna take it out. I'll make a video of that too. Let's see how it does. It should be okay because it has a snow mode, so it should be able to cut down the power quite a bit. The other thing I guess you could say wish the car had was a louder exhaust. So what I learned after buying the car was 2019, the OPF filters in the car were changed, and the Mercedes exhaust noise, I guess you could say, from the factory is quieter than pre-2019 cars, so pre-facelift cars. So if you buy a 2016, 17, 18 C63s or C63, the exhaust with the AMG performance exhaust will be louder than the facelift cars due to emissions regulations. I tried an EVM module. The EVM module didn't do much to my liking. It made it louder, but in the pre-facelift cars, which I had heard from a friend of mine, their cars were louder with just an EVM module. So I was really disappointed with that. So the next thing I'm going to do to this car is a downpipes tune by the springtime. I don't want to touch it over the winter. The next thing that I really realized about this car in terms of, I guess you could say, ownership and price is the price for parts. I had to replace a hubcap or the hub cover for the C63. It came with the forged rims. It was missing the hubcap from the time I bought it, and that cost me a pretty penny, around $400 or $500, and that was sourced aftermarket. So anything for this car parts wise is really expensive. Anything to do with maintenance is pretty much a higher bill than an average, let's say an Audi or BMW, from my experience. BMWs, their parts, certain parts are really expensive as well. My M4, the oil pan and whatnot, I could only get from BMW, so they might be on par, but Audi seems to, because of the Volkswagen group, seems to have cheaper parts. Okay, the other thing that really I don't really like about the car is, if you don't it's not something that everyone cares about, but if you don't modify the car a little bit, the car just looks average on the street, and which is a good thing because you want to blend in with some performance, but at the same time it could be bad as well. So you know, that's just the only downside of the C-Class chassis with the V8 in there to make the AMG. What I like about the car, okay, after a year of ownership, I love the fact that this car is so smooth on the road. It is one of the smoothest cars I've had and owned, with ample amounts of power stock, and you don't need to worry about you know, not having enough power, overtaking people, etc. on the highway. Oh, there's a Cybertruck on the side. That's awesome. Never seen those in person. The other thing I really like about the car is, after downpipes and a tune, the car is like a V8 muscle car sound, and with that, you know, you're getting the you could say the Camaro muscle car American feel with the grumble of the V8 in a luxurious sedan. So and it handles really well. So for this, the car being rear-wheel drive, the car handles magnificently. So those are a couple of things I wanted to talk about. The car overall has been great. Little, as I said, little issue with the cooling, just the hubcap, the parts, but overall the car has been good. I don't, it is my daily driver, so I don't really, like, you know, try to keep it polished and clean every day. I drive it, but the paint quality is good. The paint quality has been strong. Chips and stuff, the paint's holding up. It's not really chipping lightly as some other brands do. And as I said, I'm gonna work on the car. I'm trying to get like a ski box and whatnot on it before winter, which I was gone for winter. But yeah, so I'll cut this segment out and just vlog the rest of the time getting a coffee. I'm gonna show you guys the Cybertrucks. Make it a little bit louder. Put it into Sport Plus. Sport Plus is amazing because it gives you that feel, that sporty feel without having to do too much. And sorry, I forgot one more thing. The steering wheel, they're known to get like really nicked up on this little 12 o'clock strip. I'm gonna fix that. I can get like the paint for it, so I'm gonna just fix that up. I don't know if it's from like just rings and whatnot, but let me show you guys this Cybertruck. Look at this Cybertruck in front of me. That's awesome. Look at that. Looks mad ugly to me, but if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't, I guess. I don't know. I found it mad boxy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Looks interesting. What? Oh wow, that's the first time I've seen the Cybertruck with lights in the back too. I never knew it had lights like that. That's awesome. I'm not a fan of electric cars. There are a few I would probably own, but right now the technology isn't to par with what I needed. I still like the power, the feel of the regular sports car with an engine, but maybe eventually when electric cars are the only thing you could buy, might be the only way to go about it. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a taste of how it feels to drive this car on a daily basis, and to actually hone on it a little bit and get it kind of, you know, warmed up properly. God damn, this car is actually insane in terms of how smooth it is. That twin turbo V8 from Mercedes, like, it's gonna go down in the history of one of the best engines, honestly. I think I might have an undercover cop behind me. Remember, I don't have any downpipes or anything done to it, and this thing is crackling and popping in Sport Plus. I'm not in race mode because race mode really cuts down on a lot of the power, the traction, and it's too cold out for me to be in race mode right now. But race mode is even crackling and popping more. But Sport Plus, like, it's actually crazy how like it pops and cracks just with keeping it at 4,000 or 5,000 RPMs. So imagine it being with a downpipe and a tune. Automatically shifts down with aggressive shifts. Look at that. Look at the down blips. I love it. I wanted to originally get a G80 M3, but for the price I was like, I don't know, man, it makes no sense. Those cars are gonna come down quite a bit. So I was like, yo, pick this up for like a lot less, and then drive it for a couple of years and then see when the G80 prices come down. Different camera angle, thought I'd show you guys a different type of pull with the car. Different type of experience. get a little bit of a nice pull here. Told you, for a rear-wheel drive car, my god, this thing is quick. Time for Tim Hortons, and I'm gonna go home. Just came to grab a coffee. But yeah, that was just a little bit of a gist of what the car can do. Family sedan, you could say. Order my coffee, get it going, you know. It even goes through the drive-through pretty well. Alright, anyways guys, hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment. Just got my coffee. Wanted to make that video on the car. Nothing crazy, but just kind of a real world, no bullshit type of video. Like just how the car feels, what I like about it, how it's practical, what I kind of don't like about it, the problems it gave me, all that kind of stuff. If there's any questions, if there's any you know, topics you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments. I'll talk about it, and we'll discuss, because the channel is all about just having a good connection with the people watching, what they want to watch, what they want to hear, in the sense of like what type of topics they want me to cover. I'm pretty fortunate to have all these cars. The R8's parked away. I was thinking about taking it out, but the problem is it's just too much of a hassle taking the car out in the winter, cleaning it all the time. But the M4 is out. I'll make a comparison video maybe of which one's a better daily driver, which one's a better sports car. But I don't know if that's what you guys want to watch or not, so you let me know, and we'll go from there. Anyways, have a good weekend, or New Year's actually. New Year's is coming up. I'll have this video before then, and I'll see you guys technically 2025. All right, peace.